Plain and simple. Small piece of Applewood, a few cracks on one side we have to deal with. It's mounted sideways between centres. Somebody did ask me for a very small Applewood bowl, so I'm going to make it, and follow me for the journey. Okay, so that's the roughing done. That's the size of the product. So what we've got ended up with here is almost a sphere, but you can see the pith here and all the way through to here. Now if I should make this a single bowl, we would end up with splits for sure. The pith has to be removed. So I turned this without any fear of leaving it as it is. I'm going to cut this in half, produce 2 tenons on the end here, one of each, and we're going to end up with 2 bowls, but making sure the pith has disappeared by the time we've turned each bowl. Trying to get each bowl the same size, and we'll end up with a twin pair. So each side of this bowl, or bowls, are 2 tenons. Doesn't really matter whether they're the exact same side as far as the tenons are concerned, because they're only going to be there to hold it in the chuck from each one. Going to get the centre of this sphere and cut it right in half, almost to the centre, then use the saw to finish it off. Then we're going to choose one of the bowls first, complete it, turn it around, turn the other one, and turn that one too. There's one half. We're going to hollow out this one, and then we're going to do the other. Now these 2 bowls are going to be fairly thin walled. I'm going to visit the rim only once, and I'm leaving as much meat as I possibly can in place and further get the bowl down. If you just watch what I do here, I'm going to take a cut from the top of the rim, and that's about as thin as I want to go. And I'll just back off the amount of volume that's taken, slowly but surely, leaving as much meat support to the rim as I possibly can as they go down. So you can see here, slight, very small cuts, but leaving the meat as it's going. There's not much to see here at the moment, but what we've got here is a fairly thin wall onto the rim, so I'm not going to visit this anymore. It's going to stay where it is. The cut says as it's cut. You've got to try and hold your game a little bit and not go back to that rim. Even though you can see a tool mark there, it's better not to visit it, because this rim here, as you go down further and further into the bowl, and these bowls are very small, and the meat that's holding this all together is going to support this rim. It will go into a vibration and you'll get a nasty catch for sure if you don't carefully move away this material as you go from the rim down towards the bottom of the bowl. So let's keep on going with this. Okay, so all final cuts are done. It's nice and smooth on the inside, outside too. The grain structure is very, very nice. Still have remnants of that pith, but it shouldn't crack. Although this has got the dead centre of the pith still remaining on that little part. We'll see how it goes. Some of these bowls, you can't help but, you know, being what they go into a warp stage. This wood is fairly dry, but you just can't see what happens. So there's where the actual bowl has had its final cuts inside. It's very nice, and we're about just over a 1/16 of an inch wall thickness, so that's very nice. It doesn't move, it's very solid. So sanding time, get this done, go up to probably around 320 grit, and then we're going to get the next one going. So this is the twin brother of the first one. It's mounted on the lathe, and we're going to start hollowing it. Both bowls are going to get Mylin's sanding sealer, then Acks paste and Acks polish. So we'll get them done, and we'll then turn them both around and get the tenons from the bottom. Now I've got the first bowl mounted on the Frugal chuck. It's a vacuum chuck, so this thing is just supported by a vacuum. It's on there tight. But just to be on the safe side, we're going to use the tail stock, pushing against the bowl, and we'll get most of the tenon off with the tail stock in place. Then we'll back that off and get it nice and smooth, probably a little bit flat on the bottom. There's no maker's badge on these ones, they're too small, and we don't really sell them for a lot of money. So anyway, we'll get the first one done, then the second one, and see how we come out. So you can see it here, that's stuck right on. Hopefully it stays there for us to remove that nub. Use the Japanese saw just to take that nub off there. Oh, in case you were wondering how my hair always stands up on end, well, I use the compressor to get the sawdust out of my head before I go inside. You never know what the missus might. Anyway, let's get on with the ending. So if you remember, we started with this piece of Applewood, and or very much like this piece of Applewood, and we finished up with what we have here. Almost a sphere. The green structure on the outside of this is just absolutely amazing, as usual. You can see still the pith is there and present, but there's two. A pair of twins, and great little bowls they are for the kitchen. Ladies like to put the salt in there, the sugar, or a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper, and one on each, and it's exactly the same. Nice structure on the bottom. It's a beautiful piece of Applewood. So there we have it, guys. That's another project for this week. Thank you very much for joining me again, and next week another exciting project. See you then, guys. Cheers.